I think we are live. Just getting myself comfortable. I'll wait while there's a few more of you in. I hope I can see you actually. It's a bit far away from me. Angela, hiya Angela. And Dawn Scott. Aileen Black, hiya. Oh, it's been one of those days today. Just catching up. Tracy, Valerie. I'm all right, thank you. I'm a bit tired, but I'm okay. Hi, Sarah. Hi, Lynn. Yeah, I'm a bit rushed. It's been one of those days where I just seem to have been working non-stop and not getting anywhere. But good to see. Yes, good to see you too. Hi, Anne. Hi there, Lynn. Yeah, it's been one of them. Well, it's been quite a busy week actually. We've had a few ups and downs. I'll mention now while we wait for people to come in. Those of you that's been following Robin, my little granddaughter, she was doing so well and had a setback this week and she had to have some surgery. She's back on the mend, thank God. She had to have some surgery to stop some bleeding and had to have a transfusion, and she's still only £7, so she's got a long way to go, but she was doing so well and she ended up back in HDU, HDU, and back on a ventilator. But saying that, they've took her off the ventilator yesterday and she's managing to breathe on her own, so yay, go Robin. So I'm really happy about that. Right, I think we've got a few of you in now, so let's get talking about the main reason why we're all here, which is sewing. I will mention now, when I've finished these Facebook Lives, I do put them on YouTube. And on YouTube, it's easy to find them if you want to watch them afterwards for any of the things that you may want to see. You never know, there might be something that you learn. So if you want to catch them on YouTube, she is a right fighter. Hi from Glasgow. Hello, Heather. Yeah. If you all give her a little prayer, I'm sure she'll pull through. She is such a fighter. My son was really down the other day that it happened, and he phoned me last night quite late, and it was so lovely to hear him so bright and cheerful. And they've been in hospital since February. And hello, Mum. Oh, sorry, Mum, you didn't know about Robin. She's all right now, though, Mum. So I didn't want to worry her. Sorry, Brenda Crossland. That's my mum. She's fine. She had to have some more surgery, Mum. I'll tell you about it afterwards. Anyway, so back to the sewing. Yeah, so it's been a really busy week. I'll just have a quick. By the way, this is my brother mug that I won in a raffle on the retreat. Can't wait for that. Can't wait to go there again. Right, I'll put it down. Right, what I've been working on is, some things for a chander. I'm on a chander on Sunday. I've put on the handbag organiser. Let me go get it, I'll show you that. I really like these, and I don't have one myself yet, so this is one that I really need to do for myself. In here, what is the retreat, please? Oh, Jude, you need to get yourself down here, up here, up. The retreat is a sewing retreat for embroiderers, and it was over 3 days, a weekend. It's in South Yorkshire. Last time it was in Rotherham, and that was actually when Robin was born in February. And it was in the Travel Lodge, I think, last time. Was it the Travel Lodge? Quite a big hotel anyway. This time it's going to be in the Hilton, and you stay for 2 nights. Yeah, you go home on the Sunday, and it's all embroidery. You learn about PE design, you learn about scan and cut. Most people there have. Hiya, Kaylee. You did well with your bag. Oh, it was amazing. Well done. How can I find out about it? Right, Jude. Either email me or message me. I know you've got my number, so or even give me a ring afterwards. But basically, I know it's full for the next one, but you could put your name down on a list. That's how I got in. I put my name down and I actually went on the morning of the retreat, and I would recommend it to anyone. It's absolutely brilliant. Food and everything's all in, all the classes, and then you can go down to the bar for a drink on an evening. It was really good. Hiya, Yvonne, Sharon's mum. Right, so yeah, so this is going on a Chanda on Sunday. It's only been on once, but basically what it is, it's full of little compartments. So if you take quite a big handbag out or a shopping bag, you can... Oscar has now requested, of course. Come on, Kaylee, what do you expect? Kaylee's just saying that she made a backpack for her son. And is it one of the other ones wanting one? Come on, you did a good job. So yeah, it's got lots of pockets for organising your bits and pieces. Now you can buy these and they're not that expensive, but they are not as well made as the ones that you'll make yourself. It's all top stitched and lined, and it's chunky zips. So it's all got lining inside, but it's a lot thicker fabric, and it's got the zip on the top, which is the main thing. You can get them, but it's all open. This way, the things inside are going to be safe. So you've got zips there, you've got pockets there, more pockets there. It's just full of slip pockets as well. Molly's come to see us. So yeah, so that's going on. Foraged in the paper bin for this. Bev phoned me last week in a bit of a panic about the unicorn quilt we both were doing, and I'm glad to hear you've sorted it. She's been rummaging through the bin and she's done it. Only binding to do. Well done, Bev. I need to see it because I haven't done mine yet. Well, Molly's come to say hello. Just a second. Oh, she's not. She's gone. You just saw the top of her ear. Hiya, Val. I'm not getting much done today. By the way, I think I need to apologise. I said you weren't talking to me last week, and you obviously were. It was because I was working and I didn't see. When I looked up, it all was blank, and I thought I was on my own, and I felt lonely. So I apologise. Sharon told me afterwards that you were all talking to me. Anyway, let's get on with it. So yeah, that's going on, and it comes in pink and grey. For the people who bought it before, I will be doing a tutorial on it. I have still got 2 to do, so I will put this one on for when I've done those 2. That's my next one. The new one for Sunday is this little crossbody bag. It's something that I really needed, and when I did it, I've not took it off since. So it's made with the cork. This is the poppy cork. Poppycock. Sorry. It's got a zip pocket on the back, which is quite deep, so you can see it goes quite down. So you could even put your phone in there. I've got my credit card and money and tablets and things in there. It's got adjustable straps. I've riveted mine, but I will be showing you how to do the sewing on the TV. Inside, it's got a magnetic clasp. Did I see this the other day? It's lovely. You did, Kaylee, when you came round, you did see it. Yeah, and I've been wearing it a lot. I've got my mask. I've got my phone, so the phone fits in there perfectly. You've got a secret pocket in the middle, and then you've got 2 compartments in there. So this is the new one that's going on Sunday. I actually think it's going to do pretty well because it's very, very useful bag. I absolutely love it. And it's also coming in the plain cork. So again, you've got the zip on the back. This one's not been used, you can tell. And it's got your 2 compartments with your middle secret pocket. Thank you, Sarah. It's very, very useful. I've put extra long straps on so that you can alter them if you want to lengthen or shorten it, just by doing that. So that's easily done. So that is the new bag. Also, when I did the retreat notebook, I think I remember saying last week, I said it would be useful to have a man's one. Here is the man's one. So I've done it in faux leather. I want one, a pretty one. How much will it be? I'm not sure. I've not got the pricing sorted just yet, Kaylee, but I will let you know. Hiya, Chris. Hiya, Alison. So useful for all this. Definitely. I was going to check to see if you could fit a passport in. I'm pretty sure that would hold a passport. I'm pretty sure it would. If not, I will make one that will. But yeah, brilliant for holidays. Love the bag. Yeah, sorry, you just read that. So this is the man's one. I've done it out of faux leather. I've interfaced it with the same stiff interfacing. So again, we've got our card slots and money slot there. When you open it up, you've got your notebook and your pen. But because this is so thick, it took me 3 versions to get it to... I'll stop you then. You can stop me, I'll let you, Kaylee. It was nice chatting to you anyway. Right, so this one took me 3 attempts to do it because of the thickness of the faux leather. If you look there, it's quite thick, so I had to get that through. Now, it went through mine. Yes, it would, I'm sure. All we need are the holidays. Oh, gosh, I can't tell you how much I want a holiday. Definitely need a holiday. I think we should all get together and all go on a sewing retreat. Hey, Angie, my mum's on. My sister's on as well now. Angie, we're just on about holidays. Did you enjoy your weekend away in Whitby? I've not been in touch, have I? I will, I promise I will. So yeah, so my machine went through it no problem at all, but I'm aware that some of the smaller domestic machines wouldn't go through, so I decided to try it again. The first one I did was even thicker than this because it had 3 layers of the faux leather, and then you're folding it back on itself and it's got interfacing in, so it ended up with about 12 layers, and I just thought it's not going to work. It did work on mine, like I said, but most people's wouldn't. So I tried one with the middle layer done in fabric, which helped, but you can see it's still quite thick there. So the next one I did, and the final one, I've done it with just fabric for all 3 layers, and that was a lot better. So if you have the, I'm up for that. Doesn't matter where you're from, Heather. I'm sure we could all get together and have a nice weekend away sewing. So yeah, I'm back to it now. What were I saying? Oh yeah, so it took me 3 goes. Now, if you got the normal retreat bag, it's not the same. It was okay, only 2 days, not long enough. I know, Angie, we've missed out on so many holidays, haven't we? We would have had a great time in Cyprus next year. Right, so what I'm saying is you can't do it from that pattern because that would tell you how to do it like this. You could adapt it. If you've got that way inclined, you could adapt it. If not, get this pattern as well because it tells you the different measurements to do it this way. Anyway, that's that. Right, so that's what's going on at Chandler on Sunday. Now, the other thing I've been wanting to do is I've got I'll just show you actually. I've got a storage, much to my shame, it's full of half-finished things. Right, you see this wooden, can you see it? No, you can't. There you can. This is a wooden storage from IKEA. Now, it's full of finished goods and half-finished goods and all sorts of stuff, quilts, but it makes a really good seat for when I'm crafting. This is my craft area. Well, you can see that, can't you? Also, when I do my photographs for the write-ups. So I'm wanting to make a cushion to fit on that. So what I did, and I'm just going to, sorry about being a bit seasick, I'll try and, look, we've got a big dog on the floor. She picks the coolest place. We'll just climb over the dog. Right, so I'm going to just raise you up. Do I need to raise you up? Maybe a little bit. Yeah, we'll raise you up just a little bit. Right there. Right, so I'm back at my cutting table. So I sent Mark to Dunelm to get some foam. Right, what we're saying here. Wonder if... Sorry, I missed that. Molly, Kaylee says hi. Cuddly. She's very cuddly. She's looking round now. See if you can see her. Can you see her? No, I've got the wrong way. Oh, I can't work it out. Never mind. Never mind. I'll put you back up here. Right, so I'll set you back a bit. So what I've got is this foam from Dunelm. I did have to cut a slither off, and I used my bread knife to do that. So I looked through my stash, and last year I went to Torrevieja with my friend Lorraine. I don't know if Lorraine's on at the moment, but she may be. I am. And I got this Gorgeous Girl fabric, and I do love the Gorgeous Girl, so I had to buy it. And I bought, along with that, some of the plain, not plain, it's the backing fabric. If you can see, it's all matching, so it's got the little love hearts and butterflies and flowers on there. So what I've been doing today is doing some machine embroidery to quilt it all together, because I wanted to have this as the top on there, which I think is going to look absolutely gorgeous. Gorgeous, you get it? So that's going to go on the top, and I'm going to cut this up into pieces to go on the side. So, excuse me. So what I do is I cut quite a big piece, attach the wadding to the back, and I don't put any lining, because it's not going to need lining because it's just going on the cushion. And then I quilt it all, edge to edge quilting, the Emily Scott, and then I can cut this up for whatever. So if you like doing patterns that are, what they call her, Biani patterns. Oh, thank you. I didn't do it myself. It's all done on machine. If you like the Biani patterns, a lot of her patterns call for quilted fabric first. Doing it this way is brilliant. It's so easy to do, and you can do a big area. I also use them for book covers. So I will just get a stack of fabric out, quilt it, and then cut it up to be used in whatever way. So this one is going to be the sides. And then I've just got some calico for the back and a zip, because I want to be able to take it off. So what I'm going to do first of all is cut this, and I think that square in the middle there, can you see it yet, is going to fit spot on here. So that's what I'm going to do first of all. And then I'm going to make a cover. So I'll just get my quite large ruler. So I'm going to leave a bit on because I'd rather have it too big than too small. So I'm going to trim it all nice and level first. And all these bits here, because I've been doing my block of the month as well today, are going to go in the closet case puff, or pouffe, however you want to say it. It's a free pattern on closet case patterns. If you want to go and have a look at that, you just subscribe to the newsletter, and it uses up all your bits of fabric and scrap. I know I didn't put that down, sorry. Forgot you were watching me. So I'm going to be doing that one of these weeks as well. And you fill it with all your scraps of fabric. Just cut the selvage off. I don't like wasting stuff, and I think it's a brilliant way to use all your scraps up. Trim the bottom. And then put that about 1.5 inches. So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to do any measurements. I'm going to actually do it as I would do it if I weren't being watched. So I know I need a little bit, not too much at the top and bottom, but the sides are perfect. So I'll just trim a little bit more off. Maybe an inch, no, 3/4 of an inch. Trim that off. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the back to the same size as this. So 3/4 of an inch again. And put the zip in first. Then it's just a case of putting the sides on. So if any of you want to make covers for seats or anything like that, it's a lovely way to do it. So that's going to fit on there. Smashing. So I'll move that big blue blob to the side. It's going to be a comfortable seat though. Look how thick it is. And I'm going to cut my calico. So I'm going to cut it slightly bigger. And what I'm doing is I'm folding this in half. Trim my ends. Oh, Molly's off. She's had enough. And trim the other side. I'm going to, like I said, leave a bit on because I can cut it down after I've put the zip in. And all these are going to go into my bit for the puff. Right, where's my zip? Right, I'm going to have to move you again. I'm just taking you back round. Hiya, Beryl. What rotary could to do is I always have a problem, but you make it look easy. Heather, I'll tell you what the trick is. A nice sharp blade. This is the Alpha, and Alphas are, in my opinion, the best one that you can get. I have that Alpha as well. That's a 45mm one, and that's a 60mm one. And for some reason, I've got this little 28mm one. And it's fine, don't get me wrong, it's a good rotary cutter. I just didn't get a Alpha one, don't know why. So, oh, by the way, have you seen how I store them? I have them on my little tower there, and this is a clover stacking thing, so I can have all my rotary cutters lined up. I'm slowly but surely getting my sewing room perfect for what I want, and it's starting to work really well. I keep changing little bits around, but it is actually getting there. I have that 28mm and it's fabulous. I think I might swap to get the that one. You've lost sound, is it me? Is it me, Beryl, or have you not pressed the sound on yours? Can somebody else tell me if you can hear me or not? Yeah, I think I'm going to get that one, Kaylee, because it'll be all matching then. Sorry, I'm just taking you back round with me to my machine. Right, so we're at the Bernina. I'll just move you down a little bit. You're up and down like a yo-yo. Hi, Ruth. We have sound. It must be yours, Beryl. Right, I'll put you there so you can see. Thanks, Yvonne. So you can see. And I'll try and sew this way. In fact, I'll put my table down. That should be all right. Yeah, but it's keeping it sharp. That is the key to easy using of a rotary cutter. Make sure it's sharp. Just get rid of my scraps. Right, so I'm going to change my foot to a zipper foot. And it does look a bit weird on their Bernina, but it's because this has got a walking foot that can be attached to it. So I just take that off, I take my other foot off, and when I put this one on, if I need that a little bit of extra help, I can attach my walking foot to it, and I think it makes it a lot easier. Just move my needle across. Right, so first of all, I'm going to open up. I put my slider on. Hiya, Catherine. And I'm going to place my zip right sides together, and I'm going to stitch down this side. Should be quite a fast make, this. Oops. Oh, check what stitch you're doing. I've just tried doing it on a zigzag. Just snip those stitches that's gone over my foot. Where's my foot up? Sorry, I've been making pants, so I've been on a zigzag. That's better. Start again. Do you know what? We should all do that when we get on his machines. Check what stitch you've been doing beforehand. It wouldn't have let me do it if it were going to damage the foot though. It knows. Right, so I'm just stitching all the way down. I can hear Molly's back, I can hear her panting. Just keep lining it up. I just figure if it's got a zip in, and then because kids like to come and craft, and they always have juice and sweets and crisps and stuff, so I figured if I've got a zip in, I can always wash it. Or I might get fed up and I might want to change. Right, so I'm just opening that up and top stitching. What have you lot all been sewing? I know what Kaylee's been doing because she's been making that fabulous bag. So there we've got one side done. And I'm going to do the other side by placing the fabric right side down on top of the zip there. And I could stitch it that side, but if I put it that way, I can see my zip, so I can see exactly when I'm stitching on the zip, and I like to stitch down the centre. So all I'm doing is just making sure my edges are all level. Oh, I haven't told you what time I'm on TV on Had a Bad Day. Corrupted my PE design, don't. Oh, how did you do that, Sarah? No. Is it your new one as well? Oh. Mind you, I think, so long as you've still got it, I think Brother will sort it for you, I'm sure. I'm sure somebody told me that, Sarah, when I was on the PE design at the retreat. I'm sure if you get in touch with them, so long as you've still got it, they know that it's not been copied. I think they'll sort it out for you. Embroidering Christmas decorations. You're ahead, aren't you, Jude? It's worth a try anyway, Sarah. So does that mean that you know how to do it, Sarah? That's interesting. Right, so I'm going to open that up, and you can see I've got my zip in, and now I'm just going to top stitch down this side. I could put piping on. I've also got to make Mark, he's got some new screwdrivers and he wants a case, so I've got that to do as well, either today or tomorrow. He's finally learning how to keep his tools in order. It's apparently it's easy to do. Oh, right. What did you do then, Sarah, to corrupt it? Not very good at it, but it's great for seeing patterns. Yeah, yeah, just having it on there, it means you can see the designs, doesn't it? Well, I'm wanting to learn, so Sarah, you live Devon, aren't you? It's a bit far, maybe. Mind you saying that, the last retreat we had some come over from Ireland and Scotland, so face coverings in duck fabric, lovely. Swimming teacher for puddle ducks. Oh, hi Norma, I'm just going to see more of what you said if I can. Can I? Yeah. And finished a memory cushion for my youngest granddaughter from a sleep. Oh, lovely. Pinched a design I saw and made the pattern into the Princess and the Pea. Very good. Well done, Anne. Don't know how to get that. Oh, yeah. A long way from you, sadly. It'd be worth a journey, though. It'd be lovely to meet up with some of you. Right, now, I need to go back over there, but I don't want to carry around. I wonder if I put you there, would you be able to see both? No, I'll take you with me. How did your hubby like the golf bag? He loved it, and he said it were really good. It had started raining, and it were waterproof, so yes, he did like it, Ever. Thank you. Got to make new slippers for the kids, bag for Oscar, and then maybe eventually something for me. Lost my purse pattern. Which purse pattern is it, Kaylee? I'm sure I'll have got one for you. And yes, Kaylee, you do deserve to make yourself something. I hope I'm carrying you gently. Precious cargo. Right, I've got you back round here now. Back at my cutting table. Right, so what I'm going to do now is, you're a bit lower, but I hope you can still see. I'm going to check the size on this, because it should be bigger than the top, and I want to make it roughly the same size. Maybe just a little bit bigger. So what I'm going to do is just lay it down on top, and as you can see, we've got a little bit of excess, but it's only calico, and I'd rather have too much than too small, too little than too small. That's not good, is it? So I'm going to do it about ½ inch bigger all the way around, just to make sure. And I know it's a bit controversial, but I do use my rotary cutters for cutting through the zip tape. I have a sharpener, and I sharpen my blades a few times before I put a new one in, so they do last quite a long time. Right. There we go. So that is the back and the front done. So now what we need to do is get the fabric that we've got on here. All this wadding, if it's wide enough like this, I will cut it up and sew the lengths together to make bits for bags and things like that. Right, the one that folds into 3, I'll look for it on your... Oh, I know what you mean. Don't worry about it, Kaylee. I know you bought it, so just come through and I'll do you another one. I made the fabric storage bag. Love it. Oh, thank you, Patricia. Isn't it brilliant? I love mine. I showed you the one, didn't I, last week with the tulip pink. Let me just move you a bit because I've got to get one. I filled it. I filled it with my Lynette Anderson fabrics, and it's a little bit chocker, but I do love it. Lovely bag. Right, so I need to measure my foam. I think it's 4 inches. Yeah, it's exactly 4 inches. So if I cut this 5 inches, and what length have we got? 20-inch square. So if I cut it 21 inch, I'll do it, yeah. So I'll straighten it up first. So I'm going to allow ½ inch extra. Like I say, I'd rather it be too big and too small. So these bits will get sewn together to make purses and bags and things like that. I need a sharpener. It's the Everyday Clutch. Yes, it is the Everyday Clutch, and just pop round Kaylee. Kaylee's lucky she only lives round the corner, and I'll give you a cup of tea and you can have 5 minutes away from kids. P2. What, a sharpener? Right, I've got two. If you want to know which ones, I know you can't see my head. Let's show you the different ones I've got. Right, while I'm talking to you, I will put it up a bit so that you're not just seeing my boobs. Hello, Sticky. Hiya, Dina. How are you doing? Right, this one is a 28mm and a 45mm. I've only just learned how to use it, but it's brilliant. Basically, what you do is you take, if my hands are working, take the top. My hands don't work very good. See it that way. One of them comes off. You take it off, and they've got written on inside, if you can just see in there, it's got 28mm. So the 45 one must be on. Can't work out which one comes off now. Is it that one? It just comes apart, you pull it apart. I don't want to break it because I can't remember how it did it now. That's it, you pull it off like that. You put your blade on there, on that bit, and then you line up those little black dots, little black dot there, and a little black dot there. So you've got your blade in there, put those lined up, and then you hold it, put it down so you can see, and you roll it back and forth, and that sharpens it. Then you turn your blade over. So that comes with both sizes and a little magnet. And then the other one I've got is this one, which is brilliant. It works fantastic, but it's a little bit more, you've got to be a bit more cautious to use it. Let me just put you back up so you can see. I'll show you. Right, so if you've got a blade, be careful. I actually got the magnet out, didn't I? Yeah, I've got a blade on there. You screw the top. Is that right? Oh. That's it. You screw the top on, and then you place that inside and just wind it back and forth. The reason I'm saying you've got to be cautious is because that blade is exposed, and then you just turn it over and do the other side. So I do think the other one is safer, but they both work. So whichever one you want to use, they do both work. And it's always handy to have a stash of blades, you know, ready for using. So let's get back to where we were. I'll put you back. Right, so I said I was going to cut it to 5 inches, so I've got half an inch each side to play with. You can't see me at all, can you? So 5 inches. Don't you just hate it when the wadding sticks to your mat? So I could do it all the way around, or I could cut it to the, yeah, I'm going to cut it to each side so that I can put it on the corners. I think that'll look more professional. So I'll cut this to 5. So I need 21. There we go. So that's 121. Now what would have been better to save fabric is if I cut the 21 strip first and then subcut it, so that I'm left with quite a big piece. Although saying that, that's big enough to make a little bag out of, so I'm not too worried. But what I'm going to do is cut the width here. Oh, my poof was going to be quite big. Look at this. And then I'm going to measure this and cut it to 21. There we go. So now you see my excess is nice, quite big piece. So now I'm going to cut my strips to 5. 1, 2, 3. Ooh. So I've got all my pieces here. I'll take you back to my sewing machine for the last time. Sorry about this. So I'm going to sew with about 1/2 inch seam allowance, and then if I need to adjust it, I will do. Use a rubber to clean off my... Ooh, thanks Tracy. I've not tried that. I will try it. What, just a normal pencil rubber? What I'm going to do is I'm not going to put the top on yet. I'm going to put the sides on and test the fit and then put the top on. Because if I alter it, I want to alter it from underneath. So I'm going to stitch my pieces together. Isn't it gorgeous, this fabric? I absolutely love it. Oops, changed my foot. Put my walking foot back on. Put my needle back into the central. So I'm doing 5/8 of an inch, which is just over 1/2 inch. The pattern I chose to stitch it with is a daisy pattern, and I just thought it looked really nice with the flowers. And what I'm going to do after I've made it is stitch some Velcro to the base, to the calico, and then stick some Velcro to the seat. Do you ever buy fabric and then never use it? Because it's, oh my word. I'll explain what I'm making in a second, Cassandra. Yes, Kaylee is the answer to that question. I have got tons and tons of fabric that I deemed too nice to cut into, but then I heard someone say, I can't remember who it were, I heard them say that what is the point in having it if you're not going to use it? And if you make something that you're going to have around you, you're going to see it all the time and you've actually used it. So I thought, it makes sense. Yeah, do it. So yes, I've started using it. All my Lynette Andersons and these Santoro and what's the other ones? Liberty. and Tula Pink. I love Tulas, but I am using them now, so yeah. I decided that this way I'll be able to see this every day rather than it being on my shelf in a stash of fabric that I can't see. Loving this, my first time watching. Oh, thank you, Joyce. Thank you. I am doing it every week, and to be honest, I'm used to filming behind a camera, or being behind a camera on a chanda, but this is different because there's nobody here, and I feel a bit weird sat in my room, which I spend my life in, talking to myself basically. But I'm getting more used to it, so I used to feel a little bit, love the fabric you're using. Thank you, Cassandra. What I'm making, sorry Cassandra, I forgot to mention, I've got a big square box that I store some of my finished samples in because I've got that many, I don't know what to do with them. I need to put them on Etsy, I think. So I'm covering the box with, I've got some sponge. I want to make a seat because I use it and the kids use it when they come to craft. And because they're only tiny, they can get two of the little bums on that seat. So what I'm making is a soft cushion to go on the top, and I'm going to put Velcro on the box, and I'm going to put Velcro on the calico that's underneath to stop it from slipping off. So this is the top piece, and it's the Santoro Gorgeous Girl. I've got a panel with two on, and I have actually got two of those boxes. So sell them, maybe. I don't like, do you know what, it seems a bit, and I know they've been made and I know I've bought the fabric and all that. I'm not good at asking for, you know, payment for things I've done. I'm rubbish at it. So personally I'd rather give them away, but that's me. Right, so what I'm going to do now is, I said I was going to stitch it to the base first. So I'm just going to lay my base down and I'm going to just pin my corners on and see if I'm anywhere near what I want to be. So, actually, what have I done with me? Oh, I know. They're in here. Yeah, I've tidied up. Got my clips. So I'm just going to clip the corners. It looks a bit big. It looks a little bit big. I might just check it on the foam. But that's why I'm checking it first. Because I want it to be a very snug fit. I don't want it baggy. So I might have to put a few more clips on just so I can actually gauge if it's going to be right or not. I suppose I could baste it. We all do that, don't we? Hiya, Christine. Hiya, Chris. I didn't get onto the Zoom again. Mark was making me dinner and he didn't make it in time. And I was prepping for this, so unfortunately I didn't get onto Zoom. One of these weeks I will. So I'm making a cushion cover. Oh, so I'm not. I'm making a seat for the stool that the kids sit on when they come to craft. So I am going to just test it in a second. Thanks for the shoes. Oh, right. Oh, brilliant, Mary. Mary's made a quilt scene, and she wanted some little shoes. And I just happened to have some, so that's brilliant, Mary. I love your tutorials. My sister wants me to make her a garden seat, but I was going to put the zip on the band. Would that, let's have a look. Would that not be okay? That would be okay. I'm just putting it underneath because I figure you don't want to see it, and if it's a seat that you're going to be going all the way around, which mine is, especially if you're going to sit on it. You don't want to be catching your legs on the zip pulls, so that's why I've done it underneath. I also think it would probably be easier to do it on the bottom than on the side, although you could cut one of these in half and insert it down the side seam, so you could do that, Anne. I just thought it would be easier to do it this way, but you know, if you do it, let me know. Show us, let's have a look. I don't know what that's doing. It's doing something. I'm still not good at this. Right, I am going to leave it here. I'm going to turn it slightly around because you must be seasick by now, but you can still see me. I'm just going over to the cutting table, and I will try to see if it fits in, and I will show you. Fingers crossed. Right, let's have a look. I don't want a baggy one. So I might take it in a little bit more, but we'll see. It needs to be snug. It actually fits. I might just take it in a little bit. Right. I'm back. Whee. Right, it does fit. Just move you around a bit. You can see it fits in there nice, but I want it to be, if you look there, I can actually pinch probably ½ an inch. So I used to watch on a channel, will you be going back when it's a Joyce? I've been back on a Chanda twice since they've released the lockdown rules, and I'm on again on Sunday. Sarah Langmaid saying much more difficult on the side, just done covers for my son's motorhome, had to do them twice as I've miscut them. Yes, Sarah, I agree. I do think it would be easier to do it on the base like this. So, but I can't remember who it was that were asking, but have a go, or this is going on YouTube. I'll get Mark to help me put it on, and you'll be able to watch it again to see it from the beginning how I did it. So what I'm going to do is I'm just oops. I think things like this are really handy to see, because it's something that we will all need at some point. I thought I would put it across the back and so far down the sides. But you could do, I think I know what you mean, you could do, why don't you try making one out of calico first, Anne, to see if it's going to be what you need or what you want. So it looks to me with mine that the base is correct, and I'm just going to do a little bit, maybe ½ an inch, sorry, maybe ¼ an inch on each of these seams. And I think that might do it. I've got some big scissors here, yeah, that'll do. Talking of big scissors, I can't find my Ernest Wright ones. I'm lost without them for dressmaking, so I've done that one. So this is the second one. I'm cutting it off so there's no going back. So yeah, as I was saying, I'm going to put it on YouTube. So if you want to watch them all, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and which we've now changed to Alice Stitch Your Fingers. It used to be Ali Higginbottom. We've now got it as my own Stitch Your Fingers one. So subscribe to that and ring the bell, and then when I put one on, it'll come to your news feed, so you won't miss it. And I am going to try and do different things each week. Basically, I am doing what is on my work desk, and this week this was on my work desk, so that's what we're doing. Last one. And I'm going to risk it. I'm going to pretend that it's going to fit, or that it already fits. And I'm going to stitch it. So I have got another one of those boxes, and it's underneath my cutting table with a A3 printer on. But I've got 2 desks that it will fit into. So I'm thinking about getting them out and actually using them with the other the other panel on the other box, and I think they'll look lovely. Right, so I'm just going for it. I'm going to do quite a big seam. I do want it to be quite snug, like I said, so it fits perfect now. To the corner, stopping with my needle down, pivoting, or if I am just still on, pivot. Remember, that's a T-Ange. You've got it in your house now though, haven't you? You did it. I just want to say to you all, if you have got an embroidery machine that is big enough to do the edge to edge, definitely get your fabrics out and get some bits done. It's brilliant for so many things, making bags, making your cushion, your seat covers, making your book covers. I used to do crosshatch quilting on them. And when you've got a big thing and you're trying to do it on your normal machine, and I've got a big throat on mine, and it's going through and it's pushing everything out away at the other side. Yeah, you do it on that and it's just so easy. Well, there's me telling you it was going to be quite a quick project, and it's nearly 8 o'clock. But I was chatting for quite a while, weren't I, first? Like I say, I'm getting a bit more used to it, so... Right, I'm just pivoting and I'm going round the penultimate corner. Oh, it's going to be lovely. I love it. Coming up to the last corner. Got a little bit to ease in here, I think. Must not have took as much off this one. Stop with my needle down, turn the corner. Do you all use your knee lifts at home so that you've got 2 hands free? If you've got a knee lift on the machine, that is. I find them so useful. Right, that's the base done. So now all I've got to do is put the top on, but I need to open my zip. Now I have only put a domestic zip in, and the reason for that is I thought about putting the other one in, and I thought they've got chunky zip pulls and the box has got little holes in. I didn't want them to get stuck, so I'm hoping that this is going to be strong enough to withstand my grandchildren. Right, so I need to make sure I'm putting the right side on. So long as I do it that way, that's fine. Match my corners up. I'm not pinning again, I'm going rogue. Again, an 1/2 inch seam, and I'm hoping that's going to be, yeah, it looks about right. How many seats did you have to cover, Sarah, in your son's motorhome? I think that's one of the most requested things when you can sew. Can you do me caravan? Can you do me motorhome? needle down. That's why it's pivot at the corner. All I'm doing, excuse me, is lining up. Oh dear, my throat's going. Lining up the next corner. I should have got a glass of water. I know I had a coffee, but if anyone has got any requests of anything they're wanting to know how to do, if I can possibly do it myself, then I will have a go. I've done most things in my time. I do like a challenge. So pivoting at the corner, nearly done. Fingers crossed it's going to fit. And then I'm going to ring my son and hope Robin has had another good day. So if you'll all say a little prayer for her. Can't wait to get her home. And then the last side. Pivot again at the corner. Sorry, my table, the leaf of the table is rattling against the bench because it's not set up. Oops, just got that bit stuck under there. Right, there we go. Fingers crossed. Right. Open the zip. If it's not too tight, the zip should be fine, I think. Just move back a bit so I'm not too close. I'm just poking my corners out. There we go. So you can see now what the base is going to be like. It's got a zip across the centre, so it should be easy enough to get out, well, in and out. My great-granddaughter was born early hours of Sunday morning. We went to see her. Oh, congratulations, Lynn. What does she weigh? And what do they call her? Thank you, Sarah. Robin only weighed £1 when she was born, so she's done really well. She's up to about £7 now, so really pleased. Right, now for the wrestling. I've got to get this baby in here. I can't see you, so talk amongst yourselves. I might have to have a fight with it on my desk. Just a second, let me just move my little food storage. Don't want to knock that off again. I've got to go back to the hospital as well on Monday, just to see about my hands, because I've not seen them since I had it done because of COVID. Oh, get in. But it's a lot better and I am managing to sew, so I'm happy. Another thing you can do if you don't think you're going to be washing them is you could stitch them into it. But I want to be able to take it off. you've got to get them right into the corner. Oops. You didn't hear that, did you? Maybe I should have used extra strong thread. Right, there's 2 corners in. Oops. I'll try and be careful. Right, let's just bend that down. Come on, in you go. You're only a bit of sponge, you're not beating me. Oops, I'll have to restitch that bit up. Mark's come to see what I'm fighting with.
What are you doing?
Come and help me.
No.
Try and get the cushion inside.
Chuck it here.
I'm not chucking it here. I'm just ripping as I'm doing it.
Chuck it here.
Hang on, I'm doing it. Get in there.
You done it?
I think I would have to do a repair job on this one. Right,
Fair enough.
it's in.
Well done.
It's in. There you go. Maybe doing it on the sides might help, Anne. Right. So I'm just going to push it into the corners. There we go. Oh. I told you it were a wrestling match. Right, so I've just got to catch in just a little bit on the bottom there. So what I'm going to do is pull that up. I'm not taking it back out, that is for sure. Pull the zip up. So it's just a case of catching that bit back in there. But there is the cushion and I love it. So I'm going to put it into position and let you see what it looks like where it's going to be living. Right, so there is the box. And that is perfect fit. So what I'm going to do is stitch that back up, put some Velcro on here, but I needed to see where it's going to go onto the wooden bit first. So that fits on there like that, perfect fit. See what it feels like. Oh, it's lovely. Lovely. You're on the bit on the wonk, but there you go. Thank you, Sandy. Just hand stitch. Yeah, I'm just going to hand stitch it with some extra strong thread. But yeah, I'm pleased with that. Right, so let me just lift you back up a bit. I'm going to get off now and I will catch you all next week with what's on my work desk. 9? I think it's 9. So thank you for watching and catch you all next week. Thank you. Bye. Thank you. Thanks everybody. It's been fun tonight. What about auctioning your... Do you know what? That's not a bad idea, Kaylee. I could do that. I have been asking people who have had elastic off me for the masks to donate to the neonatal. So yeah, I could do that. Right, thank you. Thanks everybody. See you next week. Bye.